Welcome back, everyone. So today I'm just going to go over what we did on the last video. Here's the leftover pour painting I did. I move this one aside. I'll show you the vase. Here's the vase, the vase, the candy dish, I'm not quite sure what to call it. And then you can feel, I don't know if you can see it very well, the shadowing, but you can see where the outline of the turtle is. So what we're going to do today is we're going to come in, going to outline the turtles so I can peel them back. So give me 1 second. Let me get that all set up. Alright, everybody, welcome back. So, to clean it up from there, you're just going to continue to kind of clean up the glass. It's hard to get the edges really pretty, so I think what I'm going to do is just come in and remove some of that paint that's kind of spilled over. Give it a little bit more of a clean finished look. All I'm doing is using that lip on the glass, using the X-Acto knife along that lip. So once you find the lip, you can come in and use it to pull off the edges. So you get a nice cleaner edge on there. And that is it for that one. I'll come back and clean that up after. I did get a lot of questions about the prep though for this, because I did edit most of it out. It was like an hour, once again, an hour of footage, edited down to about 18 minutes. Because I know I don't like to sit there for an hour watching this stuff. I don't know about you guys. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys like to sit and watch these videos for an hour, and if you do, I will leave one of these videos unedited, but we'll see. The items needed for prep. I have this plexi. Let me move my coffee. I have this plexi board. It's really this way. You can do cool little cards and everything on it. But I was thinking on the opposite side of where the pictures sit, doing a paint pour. So tape up initially the rings, the base, and most of the backing, and then do a design kind of in the center. a larger design and just have a paint pour kind of on the outside, so when the pictures are sitting behind this, you can still see them, but it'll have the outline of a paint pour. So to get started on something like this, you need your isopropyl alcohol, of course, clean and wipe everything down. So step one is taping everything up. So I'm going to take the tape. I don't want the bottom covered. I want to keep that pretty clear. And I'm just going to start taping up everything that I don't want covered. Afterwards, I'll show you how to use this paint block, or again, you can use Mod Podge if you have Mod Podge. If you have PVC glue, it works the same way. All this does is it seals underneath the tape, so it doesn't allow for the paint to bleed underneath. So that way you can get a lot more clean lines and everything when you're removing this. I gotta come in and clean this one up a little bit more. Probably use a Q-tip. But once that's dry, once you put it on, I usually dab it on with a paper towel all the way across. Once it's dry, then you can come back and do your paint pour on top of the whole thing. Keeping in mind that I like to come back and use an X-Acto knife to find all those lines again for whatever pattern you're going to do. And then it allows for that really easy peel. Just to be safe, I'm going to tape up both sides. So I'm not going to be painting this back area. We're coming in. We're just going to apply some tape. Just along the edges. Help prevent any of that drip. And I'll just use the X-Acto knife to give it a nice, crisp, clean finish. Okay, so now I have it all taped off in the back. The wings are all taped up. And the bottom all taped up. Now we have to decide on what we want to do for this. So I'm just going to come in. I'm just going to start taping some of this off. If I can adjust this a little bit more. There we go. Alright, so I have the base layout. You can see the outside's still shiny, where the tape is. So from here, grab your handy dandy Sharpie and get the doodling. I'm just gonna come in and so remember that pretty much you're only going to need enough paint for this outside area, so maybe like 2 of these little guys, maybe 2 little flip cups, move them around, then take the paint off, or the tape off. just marking out the space I really want to work in. I don't want it any larger than that. I might just keep this simple. Just do a little cut out in the corner design. Sorry, I'm trying to think and speak and draw all at the same time. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep that simple today. So from here, just going to come in and flip this around. It's a lot easier to do from this angle. All I'm going to do is come in and cut out this design. Next step is you can use a brush, you can use paper towel, you can use whatever you have. I prefer dabbing this stuff on. You're just gonna get a big old chunk of that. I like to spread it out on the paper towel. And from here, now remember, all of this is going to be covered up with the paint, so you don't have to worry about all this excess glue. If anything, it helps the paint adhere a little bit better. You can even come in and pull it towards the paint a little bit so it goes underneath that tape. I don't know why I keep saying paint. I do, because 90% of the time, that's what we're talking about, is paint. So I'm just going to run this along the bottom here. And then I'm going to come and start adding it across. Now I usually wait for about 30 minutes for this to be fully dry before I do my paint pour onto it. But once you have your Mod Podge, your paint block, all of that applied on top of this tape, and you're all set to go. And then you can go from there. So that's so far the prep work. All of the corner or the edges are going to be what's painted. So I'll be back when this is dry. Okay, everybody. While I was waiting for this to dry, it is fully dry now, so we can start doing our colors. I picked out some colors ahead of time, which are gold, brick paver, tricorn black, dark night, kimono violet, and color shift aqua. Just love these colors together. And then I came in, I cleaned this up a little bit more, I taped up the inside, and then I decided I wanted the inside to be gold. Taped up where the turtles are going to be, but I got the gold, got that sprayed down, and it is, love it. Once I take that out, take the tape out and have the turtles revealed, it's going to be amazing. I'll post pictures on my Instagram if you want to see that, and do a little video with a candle in it on my Instagram. So go follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. I recently fixed the links for all of you that were trying to follow it before. I am sorry. Something went wrong with the coding or something. I had to repost it. So this is the gold that I used inside, if you're wondering. I get this one at Hobby Lobby. I'm in love with it. Even though it's more of like a rose gold, it's not gold gold like what I expect gold to be, like this precious metals, 14 karat gold. This comes out more pink tone, undertone to it, so it's more like a rose gold. So if you absolutely love rose gold, go grab yourself a bottle of this stuff because it is amazing. Alright, so let's fill our little cups. Let's get those started. Oh, and if you're wondering how I'm going to seal the vase, I'm going to just use Duplicolor clear coat on top of it once it's fully dried and cured. So I'm going to do a little spritz of the silicone inside these cups. Gotta get my gloves on real quick. I'm just happy there aren't any cicadas out today. It was noisy yesterday. Ooh. Okay, so let's start by adding these colors. And because these aren't very level, let's see if one of these will fit behind it. Ah, perfect. Okay. I didn't know what I'm doing. Already making a mess. So a lot of paint on here. Since it's still tilting this way, it'll still start to drip off each side, but in the next video I'll show you guys how this turned out, because I have to peel off the tape underneath. But hopefully this tutorial helps, and follow me on Instagram if you want to see the finished face. If you haven't liked, followed, subscribed, let me know what you think, and I will see you guys soon. So here's just one last look at how this guy turned out, and how this is doing after about 20 minutes. Absolutely loving the cells. Also, if you haven't had a chance yet, go check out Christina Welsh's page. Her and I are trying to plan a collab together sometime in November. There's a link for a GoFundMe, because not everybody can afford to up and travel. So if anybody out there is willing to help, willing to donate a couple dollars even, it would be completely appreciative, so I could go out to North Carolina and do a collab with Christina and have 10,000 new artworks created between her and I. It would be fun to see what her style and my style could come up with. So go check out the GoFundMe. It's in my description below. And yeah, thank you again. Bye.